We lost our connection. I don't know what happened. Something happened. Something went wrong, and our previous connection was just lost. I don't know. The app just got closed. So I'm not sure if there is any bug in the application or what's going on. So let me see. Um, yeah, so let's see what comes up. Shafqat Ali is watching. Malik Fayaz Oman is watching. Yeah, Mohsen, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. It just got closed. Osama, Assalamu alaikum. How are you? I hope you're doing good. Yusra is watching. Thank you, Yusra. Assalamu alaikum. Muzammil Qureshi. Lots of Qureshis. What's going on, man? It's Qureshi Day today. Maybe we should declare it Qureshi Day. Iqbal Patel Saab, thank you so much. जी ताइबू हाँ ठीक है बेटा जीते रहो खुश रहो Osama, love you keep up the good work. I know you're doing already, but keep it up. All right, so we are waiting for Lynn Chitik. She wanted to come over. Khurram is saying अंकल उर्दू में बात करें. हाँ जी बिल्कुल उर्दू में बात करेंगे आपके साथ. आयमा दोबारा हमारे साथ जुड़ गई हैं और उसामा कह रहे अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह all good. I'm good alhamdulillah. Thank you for asking. Shelly ji, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for watching. I'm honored you spared time to come on. And what is going on? Something is happening here. I can't really take Lynn, come and put in some comments in here so I can. Yeah, you're watching. I can see. Okay, good. Here we go. So, yeah, Shelly ji, hi. How are you? Are you still in town? Let me know through this, or you already arrived at the destination. So let me know.
Hello. Good morning.
Hi, Lynn. Good morning.
Nice
How are you?
you.
I'm good. Thank you so much. We had some technical difficulties here, eh?
Yeah, just a minute here. No worries.
No worries. Sayyid Wajat is watching. Sultan Khan is watching. Naeem Khan is watching. Nazir Ahmed is back again. I don't know what happened, Lynn. My connection just disconnected. The whole app got closed. Mara is watching. Thank you, Mara. Good morning.
Yay, Mara's on. That's great. Hello,
Muzammil.
Mara. Hello, Shelly. Hello, Muzammil. Hello, Hassan. Hello, Osama. Nice to see you all. Good morning here from California.
Beautiful California, that's right.
Yeah, so where are you from, sir?
I'm from Toronto. Beautiful Toronto, Canada. That's right.
Fantastic. That's right. Okay.
I'm north of the border.
There you are. You're near Pravin. Do you know Pravin then, Patel?
Pravin is yeah, we belong to the same town here. He lives in Toronto and I do too. So yeah.
Excellent. So good. Tell me, I don't know too much about you either. I'd love to hear a little bit. I'm seeing your beautiful shining face. You have a beautiful face and a beautiful presence.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You got to tell it to my wife though.
No worries. Please give her my best. Please give her my best.
Thank you. Hassan is watching. Mara is saying road trip. Lynn, she's asking. Plan to come to Chicago.
Yes, definitely. Mara's working with me on the event with Rihan to come to America in September for the organization for Realizing Change in Humanity, The Torch.
Awesome.
So we're pretty excited about that. So we need help and we need support for sure.
That's good.
Yeah. So save the dates for us: September 14th, 15th, and 16th. Okay.
Awesome. That's good. Aishal Baltadano is watching. She is my co-host on the English spoken English show that is hosted on Sundays. Pakistan time is 7 p.m. in the evening. India time is 7:30. And Eastern Standard Time is 9 a.m. in the morning. So Ahmadine is watching.
I'm so glad.
See, we got lots of people watching us, but I don't see hearts and thumbs up coming up. So guys, come on, we have Lynn here. I mean, what's going on? Keep pressing those things. I mean, See, there you go. There you go. Osama, come on, you are the man. All right, Lynn, it's your show. It's not my show. So see,
Oh,
there you go. Keep
oh,
pressing, keep pressing.
oh,
It keeps us
oh, you're
going, you know.
beautiful. There you are. There you are. Where are you from? Where are you from?
I'm from Pakistan, Lynn.
Beautiful, beautiful. What town?
Karachi. Karachi.
Oh, fantastic. Same as Rihan then.
That's
Yes?
right. That's right.
Yes.
Exactly the same. Yep.
So I just found out there's many Presbyterian churches in Pakistan. So maybe this summer I'm coming for an intern. I might
Yeah.
come. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about this. Yeah.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
yeah, so we'll see how that unfolds. So yeah, I'm a public theologian. I've been developing programs in sustainability and healthcare for many, many years. I did a master's in theology for sustainability and public, awareness on where we're headed as a society, what we're doing as a society, how we're developing as a society, and really seeing, which direction spiritually we want to go as a humanity. We are very, very going backwards, right, instead of forwards, and we need to change. And so I had my first green home in the 1980s, so I've been doing this a long time.
Awesome.
And I'm a mother of 5 children. I raised them with no antibiotics.
Wow.
Yeah, so one of my greatest gifts of not having my children use pharmaceuticals,
Good.
their whole life.
Awesome.
So I'm very
Amazing.
proud of this type mothering, but it really came from Micho and Aveline Kushi. They started the first health food store in America.
Wow.
And also homeopathics. I worked with homeopathics prior.
Good.
But
Good.
yeah, so my mission is development and looking at sustainable local businesses, local development. I just spoke on climate change this morning. Every day I have a show on climate change. From 6:30 to 6:45, and so I'm looking at that, at some of the issues that we're facing. And today it was about business. How's your business going to go green? How are you going to develop green, and how are you going to sustain businesses in that direction? So this is one of my passions.
Awesome. That's great. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
So just to admire people who are watching us, Muhammad Alam is watching. Muhammad Kashif Ali Dogar is watching. Mia Wahid Kamar is watching us. Malik Fayaz Awan, Kamar Abbas, Hakeem Zafar Iqbal, saying 2 young men and women. I don't agree to that about my part, but yes, I would agree about Lynn's part. Yes, absolutely. He's saying two
I
young
think we're
men
both.
and
Yeah.
women.
Yeah. I don't think we can say about me either.
No.
It's okay.
So, that's okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Zafar. Yeah, my work in the world, as we move forward, and I love the millennials friends. I'm so happy. I met with Fyodor, one of Rihan's friends, the other day. Carlos on the show has been fantastic. I met with Kareem. They're all brilliant thinkers in the next direction of technology, of the next direction of social change. I am so happy with this, meeting friends that Rihan's directing me to, and it's been just such a beautiful gift. Been such a beautiful gift. So have you been doing Facebook Live a long time? Tell me about yourself, please. I don't know about you. I need to know.
Absolutely. Before I do that, I would just like to mention I got Shelly Singh's message. So yeah, I agree. Thank you so much, Shelly ji. And Mara told us what time Pakistan time would be your show, Lynn. So that's great information, Mara. Keep it coming. Mara jumps in, wherever.
I love Mara.
And yeah, she's a great woman. I mean, I admire Sister Mara is awesome.
Mara, it's actually at 8:30. Let's see. No, it's only at 7. It's at 7:30 because we're only an hour. We're 13 hours difference. So 7:30 p.m. Pakistan.
Yeah.
7:30. Yeah, 7:30. 13 hours difference in California.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So Visionary Solopreneurs. It's on the Visionary Solopreneur page, though not on my regular page.
Good.
So
Good. All right, Lynn. So about me. So for viewers who don't know me, I think most of you already know me, but my name is Dr. Ijaz Qureshi. I'm in Toronto right now. I've been here for past 20, 21 some odd years. Belong to Pakistan, and I studied computer science and computer programming. Started my computer studies back in 1976. Stone age for the computers, you know. They weren't like we have them today. And since then, I've been working at different companies at different levels. I've been doing a lot in information technology side of the vertical, and got my PhD from the United States in computer information systems in 93, and have been practicing information technology for many, many, many years. So starting 76, I think it's now 37 years, some odd, it's 37, 38 years now.
wow.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah, lots of friends from IT industry, the businesses. They're all great people. I really admire. Got lots of support throughout my journey. Lots of friends have really provided great support to me.
Oh.
I have a wife and four children, four grandchildren, and they're all great people. All great people.
See, I have 5 grandchildren.
Yeah, there you go. You get 5 kids and 5 grandchildren, so it's
Yeah.
yeah. I'm running behind actually, you know, on that. So can't compete with that.
Let's go.
There is no way I can match you. So
Maybe you were smart. No.
well, who knows? So
No,
they
I love
say
my children. I love my
they say
children.
I have a $2 million family. You know, it takes $1 million
Yeah.
to raise 2 kids. So I got $2
Yeah,
million family, right?
that's for sure. That's why I don't have any money today. So,
Me too. So here I am doing social work, talking to people. That's all I can do. So I mean,
this is
people.
the rich place in our hearts, right? This
Yes,
is the rich place
exactly.
in our
That's it.
hearts.
That's
This
it.
is, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
great. What are
I didn't know.
your
I didn't know,
children
Mara.
doing?
Thank you so much. Mara is saying Lynn is also a registered nurse. I don't know you were an RN. Wow.
Yes. Are you a doctor?
No, I'm not a doctor. I have a PhD in computer sciences. So
Oh, beautiful.
I'm not a
Beautiful.
physician. Yeah. I wish I
Yeah,
was,
beautiful.
but no.
Yeah, part of my work in taking care of, so I was with Michio Kushi, the man that started the first health food store in America. Actually, we had there was a big macrobiotic center in Toronto for many years. They
Awesome.
may still be. But I think Michio really sparked the world for world peace. And so that's kind of, I feel like he passed in December 2015. And I had this vision for, my business name was Humanitera, which was a social platform for healthcare. I had worked with really serious cancer patients from 93 to 97. And so I was developing a relationship with how we move forward with healthcare, and became a registered nurse. I really wanted to be a doctor. And because of, unfortunately, I went through a difficulty through divorce. I just had to stay in the course, and I became a registered nurse. And I like diagnosis. I like diagnosis in healthcare. So I think I'm pretty good from many years of diagnosing from a macrobiotic standpoint, which is visual diagnosis and development in my own consciousness. But I really love what I learned in the healthcare system as a registered nurse. I worked in geriatrics, and I got really afraid for people aging. And I said, where are we going? Where are we going? What are we doing with our elders? And I started this Humanitera project, which is a circle approach. So sitting around the table with each other and really developing a relationship around a table with Eastern and Western medicine. Not just Western medicine, but using chiropractic, acupuncture, homeopathic, organic foods, natural way of life. And so I need a technology platform so you can maybe guide me, I need help.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. We'll
yeah,
talk offline and I can help you in that. Absolutely. No doubt about that.
yeah, this would be good.
Mhm.
But I think it's a really important platform for humanity today. I think we really need to shift some gears on the healthcare plans, but really on a spiritual way, from our spiritual relationships of where our development will move forward. Aging people were aging and they were being, an accident might happen. They might break a hip, they might break a knee. They, whatever was happening aging wise, they might have dementia. They were put in nursing homes. And then the nursing homes were really using a lot of pharmaceuticals in a way that really hurt my heart, really hurt my heart. And families were not involved in the way that they should be. Families weren't developing in the way that they should be. So there wasn't a relationship with the elder. And I said, the elder needs his best friend on here, not his family members, maybe his pastor, maybe his relationship. Audie's on. So thank you, Audie, for watching. Thank you. But, building this circle approach to healthcare, the Table Talk Healthcare Plan. Yeah, Audie, we have to do this in all areas. And so for me, this is my dream, and we need to have these conversations around sustainability. We need them around climate change. We need them around education. We need them around, all these areas of development now for the next generation, right?
Sure. Absolutely. So Mara said people with less, they give more. So I agree to that. Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Mara is also saying multimodality is where the healthcare should head. So she's right. Absolutely right.
So let's go. Let's make this beautiful platform. I've got my man now. Let's go.
So let me tell you a little more about myself in terms of my condition, where I am today, and what
Please.
happened, and what really inspired me to get into this this side of thing. It's completely opposite. 3-4 weeks ago, I wasn't that much social, so I just got social on media. Okay, don't get me wrong. I was social, but again, within the family, friends, and friend circle, but outside of that social, I just used Facebook to just see pictures of my family members and friends, and that's pretty much it. And I used to say, what crazy people are. I mean, they say they're checking in from here and there. They're at the restaurant, they're at the public place, they're at the library, they're checking in and out and things like that. What's going on? Who has that much time in the world to really keep pressing these buttons and sharing their messages and things like that? But later on, my life took a turn, and I had end-stage liver cirrhosis, So I suffered from that 2 years and 2.5 years now. And it was terrible. You can tell, you're a registered nurse, you can tell how difficult it would be. So luckily, I got a donor, and I got my liver transplanted back in mid 18th of November, actually. So
congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. So
Yeah,
beautiful.
That's the reason I'm sitting in front of you today here talking to you. Otherwise, I couldn't talk for more than like 10 seconds. No way I would be able to talk. I wouldn't even be able to stand and walk. And, a few feet walk would really be challenging for me. So this was my condition. People who know me, who have seen me, they would agree to that I have really seen life differently. And it's a near-death experience, right? That changes people. Most of the time, that's the thing that really diverts them into a different direction. So that exactly happened to me, and I've been, brought into the social by my friend. His name is Muhammad Siddiq. You might have heard his name, and he's a great person. He runs GSE Foundation, Global Social Entrepreneurship Foundation. Yes. He's on the mission to empower 1 million global social entrepreneurs to fish for life, and he provides them quality education, entrepreneurial education, to get there. So I joined hands with him. I'm volunteering for him, with him, and thank you, Mara. He is amazing, no doubt about that. And
I'm with him. I'm with him. He just provided me training on Zoom. So I need one more layer because I don't know how to get the Zoom onto Facebook Live in a way that people can join. I know how to go to Facebook Live, but I don't know the platform I need for many people. So I need help. So maybe you can help me figure this out too. That's
sure.
great.
Yeah,
He
we
was so gracious to give me support. So I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed.
good, good, good. So I got the liver transplanted, and now I'm recovering, and I got into social, and I'm just out there to really help out global youth. I'm taking up as a challenge. Join hands with Sadiq, and he's his best friend. He has been my family friend for past 20 years, and so we go
Oh.
a long, long way. And
Mm.
he is doing this philanthropy work, raising funds for the poor and things like that. So he's doing a great job, and I'm really with him. I'm supporting him, and I'm trying to do whatever I can. And I'm just trying to connect people. Rehan's mission is connecting people, making awareness of the technology, how technology can be used to their benefits. I mean, people use technology for fun. Yeah, fun is good, but how long? You can't
Exactly.
really have
Exactly.
fun all the time. You can't really watch YouTube videos or Facebook videos all the time. You can't really use the technology that you have in your hands for your productivity. You have to shine. You have to earn bread
That's
and
right.
butter. You can use that technology. You can use that device that you have spent money on. You got you got a tablet, or you got a laptop or a computer with the internet connection and a smartphone. That's all you need to get online and do business. Make
That's right.
dollars, and that's pretty
That's
much
right.
it. You can get online and become an online entrepreneur in 10 minutes. I guarantee you.
There you go.
Rehan wrote a couple of books on this, and I already shared that in some of the interviews I've given before. That he has done a phenomenal job in teaching people that how they can really establish their business quickly within 10 minutes. It takes that much only to become an entrepreneur. Anybody
There
can
we
become
are.
an entrepreneur, so you don't have to be afraid. You don't need $1 million to become an entrepreneur, right? So that's me.
Exactly.
I'm there to trying to help out people by mentoring, coaching, nurturing, giving them
Mm.
a shoulder to cry on. People call me, and they share their things, and I really admire, and I really feel. I feel peace inside, because when
Mm.
I'm happy inside, I'm calmed, I'm composed. I really feel energetic and more enthusiastic about doing more. So it's really
Mm.
it's really great.
Aw, your heart is so big. Thank you. Yay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What a beautiful story.
Thank
What a
you.
beautiful story.
Thank you.
Yeah. I appreciate that God gave you the blessings and
Yes.
brought forth, and you are here with us. You are present with us because you were present to God, for the right direction. This is the good thing. Yes. And now to give back to humanity, there's the purpose, and there's a consciousness, and there's a relationship, and there's a development of social change, right?
That's right. There must be
Uh,
a reason that I'm alive today. So I just have to find that reason, and I think I have found it. So I'm
Excellent.
continuously heading upward and onward.
There we are. Yeah, I had similar. Okay, so I was a director of nursing. Somebody ran into my car in 2015.
Wow.
Yeah, so I got a concussion.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was already looking at becoming Reverend Chittick. So I was already becoming, I had a master's in theology, but I really wanted a doctorate in ministry so I could really work with the UN and really work with social change in that way. And there wasn't funding, so I went into becoming Reverend Chittick. So I think this is an okay direction right now. Hopefully, I move forward in development. But I put myself in school because my brain was making me pretty low. And I was like, okay, spiritually, where am I going? I've never been a depressed person. I was always an upbeat person. And it was a real big challenge I had to receive from my older children, which was really hard. Like that moment of question of like, wow, I had to ask for my children. they're still providing and helping, you know, where I need. I have one more daughter at home. So that challenge was such a big challenge that I had to change direction too, you know, and really look from a deeper place to say, what does God want from me? And I've always been in a deep, deep positioning for, you know, how do I listen? How do I hear? How do I listen? And I put myself in school and I did Hebrew.
Wow.
And in the intercession, my brain capacity in fall 2016, I only had about an hour and a half brain capacity.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was so scary. It was so scary.
I know.
And you know, it was so scary. And I said, my goodness, what's this? And so I went into Hebrew, and by January we had to do an online course. Everyday course for 5 hours. I was in Hebrew every day, every day, every day. And my brain, oh my gosh, I had so much pain, so much pain. But by the end of it, my brain waves changed. I pushed myself and went over the other side. And I'm so grateful.
Good.
I'm so grateful. I still have some issues of memory. I have a little bit of memory. Sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes there's a little bit of pain. Not in a bad way of memory to get my things done, but more about short-term, quick, you know, that quick thinking. So I'm working on that. I'm developing that.
Yeah, quick reflexes, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I have to be really like, okay, let's go, let's go. So this is helping me too, you know, just like, let's go.
Oh,
Who's
that's
next?
good.
Where am I going? You know, how am I going?
That's
But theology has been a passion my whole life, I think, from many different experiences, and I'm grateful to be where I am. I'm in a wonderful platform here. My school is part of a colloquial consortium of 11 different traditions. So we have a Center of Islam here. We have the Center of Hindu faith here. We have Unitarian, we have Catholics, we have Episcopals, you name it, we have. So it's so beautiful because I can take classes at all these schools.
awesome.
So I'm very, very lucky, very lucky.
Great, great. So Lynn, we share the same experiences about life, right? So you wanted to talk about peace inside, right? So let's
Yeah.
talk about that. And I would request the viewers here to comment on that. What do they think about just one sentence? You know, I know you like to write longer, but it's hard to read on the small screen here on the phone. Write one sentence and tell us, what do you think about peace inside? What comes to your mind? And share it through comments. And we love to see that. We'll give our point of view, and Lynn is going to do that same thing, and we'll see how good justice we do to that, and let's find out. So I'll tell you from my side, Lynn, that I think that the peace inside is really, really important. Unless you are peaceful inside, you cannot perform, you know, you cannot do anything. Your mind will be going in all different directions, you know, it won't go straight. It won't really head into the right direction. So if the mind, you know, is disturbed and it keeps thinking that should I do this, should I do that, and things like that, and you're not comfortable at heart, you know, it becomes difficult. You don't have a direction where to go. You're just on the road without a destination. You don't know the destination where to head about. So you will be going in circles, right? That is something I think it's necessary, that you have to have the peace inside, peace at heart, so that you can control your mind to, you know, keep thinking positive, keep thinking in the right manner, to head you, to lead you, to guide you to the right path. I think that is important. How do we get the inside peace, though? That is the biggest question, right? So I think the inner peace comes from different directions. You know, there is not a single thing that would give you the inner peace, right? No one can say that, yes, money gives me inner peace, or, you know, serving humanity gives me inner peace, or, you know, sharing my knowledge with people gives me inner peace. You know, there are so many different things, small things, you know, that give you the inner peace. You got to
That's right.
find it out. You have to find it out what satisfies you most. You know, you have to look at yourself and relax and think about, maybe you have to jot down that, okay, I did this thing today. How did I feel? At the end of the day, when you're on the bed, you know, you're going to sleep, that is the best time to reflect upon you. You know, you think about yourself, and at that time, the whole day you spend right from the morning when you woke up and until that time when you're in the bed, just reflect upon you. Think about yourself, what you have done, who did you help, how many people got hurt from what you did during the day. Think about it. I mean, that's important.
Oh
You
yeah.
you,
Oh
you got to think
yeah.
about it because that
Mhm.
brings peace inside you. For example, you help 10 people, right?
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
then I heard somebody in some way, you know, by sending a wrong message or being annoyed by people constantly, you know, following up and things like that. I just wanted to get rid of them. And, you know, I sent a harsh message. And then, you know, at the end of the day, when I think about it and I realize that no, that's not me. You know, I
Oh,
should not
there you
have
go.
done that, you know, because I heard the feeling of that person and I try to empathize that
Mhm.
what that person might have felt, you know, when I sent him not necessarily that I have sent those messages, but I'm saying just an hypothetical example that if I have done that, if I have empathized the other person's point of view about
Mhm.
myself and my actions, you know, people are perceived or viewed by their actions, right? I mean, until unless they do an action, nobody's going to tell that, okay, how good they are or how bad they are, right?
Right.
So that's what I'm trying to say that, yeah, reflect upon yourself. That's really, really important. And once you reflect, good and bad, and just see how many bad things we have done in a day. Just
That's
try
right.
to eliminate those. Just try to get rid of those. Try to find strategies to really come over those things. You know, everybody, these are the soft skills. I mean, these are not hard skills that you
Mhm.
cannot learn. These
Mhm.
are soft
Mhm.
skills. So reflect upon those and just head on.
Oh,
Oh,
beautiful.
beautiful.
So what is your point of view on inner peace, peace inside?
Wow. I have to reflect on this now. You have such a good heart. Hmm. So Rihan found me when I was teaching a practice by design. A practice by design was all about what you just shared. That no person has a perfect design of how to become peaceful inside. Everyone has to find their inner work. But I do believe this inner spaciousness has to be developed. There's an inner spaciousness that you have to spend time with. If you don't spend time with your inner spaciousness, then it doesn't go anywhere, right? It's the inner consciousness. Between birth and death, I always say, where will you ride the wave of this life? Will you ride it from the whirlwind of the outer world, or will you ride it from the inside? So I've spent many, many, many days in meditation. I did a 40-day silent retreat to discern my marriage, which was a very, very wonderful thing. I wanted to stay married. My husband did not at that moment, so we did separate. I was the one initially to try to stay apart, right? So it's very interesting, how life moves. But I did my work, right? I did my work. So I feel very good about that direction of how to move when we go into difficult situations, go inward, because those are going to reflect back to you what you need to do in your own inner consciousness. This is, I think, if you're quiet, your mind will speak the things you went. Your mind will develop a very good relationship of, oh, I didn't do quite good there. Let's go. Okay. And then, so growing that spaciousness inside, growing that inner deepening, growing the desert fathers in the Christian faith, very, very many. The teachings are phenomenal. What I'm studying now of some of the desert fathers and Christianity and a lot of traditions have lost a lot of these arts, and we need to bring them back. I think this is one of the greatest gifts, bringing them back and bringing them into forward thinking. And I think many people are doing it through a lot of new age, but I don't think everybody can get it from just going to a yoga class every day, right? I think they have to find their own way. I think they have to find their own specific way. Might be walking, might be talking, might be chanting, might be, we don't know what another's gift is. We don't. And through their own internal core, their own internal forwardness, then I think they're passionate. Rihan said to me, he said, what do you think I need to do? I said, Rihan, you're already doing. You're doing your life path. I said, you found the passion that you are happy with and your love. Now it's just, bringing spaciousness into our soul. That's it. I think growing the spaciousness so you're one with the universe, this beautiful life that we have. And I think nature gives us a reminder. If we just remind ourselves with nature and the beauty of nature, I think it's a very big reminder for any person to look at nature when they're feeling the chaotic life outside, right?
Right. Yeah, our friend engineer Alian Khan is sending us messages that he wants to join.
Thank you. Great.
I really can't take you in. The format over here is there are two people only who are talking, and that's about it. So maybe some other time, Alian, drop me a message, and maybe we can talk offline and see what you have to share with the public, and then we can bring you on, and we'll have chat. So you will have some camera presence for sure. But right now, Lynn is with us. Let's hear from her, and let's learn what she has been up to in life, and how we can benefit from her experiences. And that's a great learning for me. I'm learning with you. I'm trying to get to know more about Lynn, and Lynn is a great person, and she shared so much with us. So Lynn, are there any plans to go to Pakistan, visit Pakistan someday?
Yeah, this is so the torch event, right? The torch event is happening. You have to come, okay? Please, you have to come.
Well, if I feel better, then I'll definitely come. But right now, my doctor says.
No, but it's a healing event. My friend Takeshi's coming. I'm going to have many macrobiotic friends coming too, because, for me, education is about learning how to cook, learning how to develop your relationship with your body. This is one of the things I think that I'm so excited. I talked to Dr. Mohammed Ali Raza, and he is very excited about maybe starting a small little food shop within his clinic. So maybe the first little health food store in Pakistan to start developing in relationships in natural food movement. So for me, it's a very, very important key. And so last night I talked to my friend, and maybe there's a place I have to go to do an internship at a church. So there's many Presbytery churches in Pakistan, in Lahore. I don't know in Karachi. I'd like to be closer to nature, because nature and I are very close. I don't mind city for 3 months, but it would be nice to do an internship in Pakistan this coming summer. Awesome. And so I have to see if this works. This is it just happened last night. I was like, wow, I could maybe do this and develop the torch for September from Pakistan,
Right. No, that's.
But yeah, we hope to do the torch in Pakistan in next December, January. And then in India, 5 months later or so. So every, 4 times a year, do torch events on sparking the light for peace, sparking the light for this next world, sparking the light for the next generations. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So do you know Taqwa? You know Taqwa?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, Taqwa Ahmed is coming. So this is so I'm very excited. So we just have to raise funds now. We have to raise the funds and develop the funds, and we need your help technology-wise. So please help us.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm here, Lynn. And by that time, September timeframe, I think I'll feel better. I'm already feeling better. And by the doctor's permission, I'll be able to travel. So I think San Fran is 3 hours from here. So it's not a big deal. And I can come over, join you on 14, 15, 16 September, as Mara mentioned here. And you mentioned that.
Amen. I really appreciate that. I think what we can do is talk. We can talk also. I can help in any way I can with your health. You know,
Absolutely.
please
Yeah,
always
yeah.
call up.
Please,
Please
please,
call
please.
me.
So we'll talk offline. Whenever you have a minute, just give me a buzz
No
and
worries.
we'll talk
Yeah,
about it. And
yeah,
in
that's
the
great.
torch event, I'm not sure what is the format of that, but I love to really share my life experiences with the audience, with the attendees there, maybe 5-10 minutes, and just share that. That
I
how.
would like you to be on the Health Forum platform. So we'll have a Health Forum, okay? So you can be a
Awesome.
panelist there, and
Sure.
we'll move that forward. How's that sound?
That sounds great.
So great. And I want you to learn Takeshi Hatano, that will be coming, is a very, very special person.
Awesome.
He has a lot of understanding. He's been working on peace negotiations now and looking at violence, but he's been a macrobiotic doctor for many, many years, like myself, and we've developed a lot through this work. Michio Kushi's dream was one peaceful world. So following this dream, but mostly the event is about how will we sustain future generations? Where will we go, and how can we build these local systems, right? Through technology, through development of human connection and community. Yeah, this is my main heart.
So, Lynn, I have a question for you now. Okay.
Okay.
What do you think about how much time you got?
I've got up
Another 10 minutes,
daughter,
right?
Yeah, that
5,
sounds
10
good.
minutes?
That sounds good.
5 minutes, maybe. Yeah. So
Yeah,
last
thank you.
question,
Thank you,
Lynn. I know you have to take your daughter out. So
Thank you.
let's talk about what do you think about coexistence?
Very important. Very important. Yeah. So my house was filled with people from 1990. I raised my children in Ithaca, New York. And so we moved to Massachusetts and we bought a golf course, actually. My husband was a golf pro. And so we bought a golf course in 1992. And the title wasn't clear. So we lost. Oh, it was terrible. So we moved onto the property without knowing this.
Oh, man.
Had many business challenge. You know, I think this is how I've learned so much about business and development. And it's fine. You know, you just get your bootstraps on and keep going. But
That's right.
Yeah. So when I think about, when I share a little bit more of what your thoughts are, what are you seeking from this question? What do you?
I'm just trying to find out. I mean, the coexistence can be viewed in different ways, right? The coexistence of human beings with the other, nationalities and religions and ethnicity and those kind of things, and the coexistence with the nature. Now nature includes everything, the greens and the other creatures like animals and sea creatures and things like that, right? So we have we are in this world to coexist, to my knowledge, or to my thinking, and that relates to peace. Absolutely. I was coming to that, Mara. Thank you so much. Mara is saying coexistence is a requirement for peace. Yes, it is. That's what I was about to allude to. So we have to really, coexist. We have to respect each other. We have to really care about each other so that we are bonded with each other. That is important. So that is the coexistence. We are all together. We are all in it, so that is really important to me. So my question, what I wanted to hear from you was that what do you think about coexistence? Is it a necessity nowadays for peace inside, or peace in general, overall peace, or it's just a myth, or it's a buzzword and people talk about it and really they don't do anything about it? So I just wanted to really gather your thoughts on that.
Yeah, so I've been involved in many communities. Okay. So I moved into, we bought the golf course, but I was involved with Kirpala Yoga Center. I trained Kirpala Yoga Center in natural cuisine back in 93 in my home. I trained the Kushi Institute. I worked there in the kitchen, but I also trained with Michio in spiritual direction and development. And for me, the work, I also worked at the Sufi abode. So I was involved in universal peace dances with Sufis. So my work was universal in that way too. So I was there for a whole summer with the Sufi tradition. All these communities have so many beautiful things. So I always have this dream of coexisting with my brothers and sisters. I do believe that living together is not the easiest challenge of our life. Very
That's
challenging. It's like, you know, just like living with your wife, your family, there's issues that come up. What I learned most though from my own divorce, the loss was that chaos. The
yes.
loss in my heart was that was such a beautiful gift to have that, because this is how you grow as a human being. I think householding is one of the most greatest challenges of our time. This is the biggest spiritual practice, to live with another human being. So coexisting is a very, very important piece of our tradition, of our hearts. I think, you know, nature, I've been working on coexistence with nature for all my life, right? My whole life I've been, I had a green home in the 1980s. So my home had beeswax on the floors and the counters. You know, when we built our home in 1984, I built it all green, you know, and so I coexisted with nature. I grew all of our own food for my family. So I was a farmer for years. I actually did draft horse farming. So
Wow.
for 3 years, I hauled the wood up out of the forest, you know, with my horse. And so I've done many, many things of connection with this planet and this earth. And the bounty of, for me, is I love talking to the trees. I love talking to the stones. I love talking to the birds. I love talking. This is my
Uh,
whole life, you know,
yeah.
this is my whole life. And so I think, but I think when we think about coexistence today, the buzzword, I think it's all about living together and coexistent housing, coexistence. I've been involved in many of this. We worked in the early 80s with Rudolf Steiner schools, and built community around Rudolf Steiner's work. I did a tremendous amount of festivals, and my home was always filled with festivals throughout the year. So many people gathered at my home for years and years and years for the maypole.
Wow.
So we did the maypole around dancing and fire, and the children all stayed at my house overnight. So we went for a walk in the forest the night before and found special gifts, right? So I was a homeschooling mom. I homeschooled my children. And so I developed a rich relationship with children. I love children. I love I love hanging out with children. I think coexisting with children is very easy.
Exactly.
I think when you get the mind into consciousness with others, this is more challenging, right?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So then I took in cancer patients starting in 1993. I first took in single moms and people that needed a home. 1990 to 93. We moved to Beckett to the golf course, and then I started taking in serious patients. So I took in people with serious cancer patients, serious illnesses. So for 5 years, 6 years, 93 to 97, we took in pretty serious cases. This is why I wanted to become a doctor, because I didn't want to be a quack alternative doctor, you know,
Yeah.
because I was really working with doctors and nurses, and then I found out the medicine that I studied was worse than what I ever did with my patients at home.
That's
So
right.
so I think healing comes from the emotion in, you know, so coexistence has to come from an emotional awareness to be with one another and
That's right.
walk beside each other. So I shared this last night. I did a big talk on this exact topic, on how we walk beside each other and not judge. And
Oh,
as you
really?
walk, yeah, as you
I
walk,
didn't. I didn't watch it. I didn't have the opportunity to watch it. Maybe I will go and revisit that video. Probably.
yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
call it coexistence, but I called it, when you walk out in the world, see each other as that beautiful infant that your mother saw you.
You're not
Don't
alone.
So you are very important to see your brothers and sisters when you walk in this world, to walk with them in a tender heart of walking with them, beside them. Don't judge them. They don't need judgment. None
No,
of them. No one needs your judgment.
no,
You have your own to take care of
that's right.
in that inner awareness. So when you walk with your brothers and see them. I had this dream many, many years ago. Don't see them for the judgment of yesterday. Walk with them today and keep going. You know, this is where we have to go. We have to
Absolutely.
go.
Yeah.
We have
We
to
have to
go.
care
Not
about
easy
each
to.
other. We have to show our love to each other, you know, and they are part of us. They are us actually, right?
Not easy to do. Not easy to do. We have
Not,
our own.
yeah,
I'm not being a hypocrite by any means. I have my own issues of, oh my gosh, how does this person be so mean? How can they be so mean? How can they, you know, I do this. So I have to go back. Oh, okay, they're just innocent. You know, Donald Trump is an innocent human being with a hurt little boy. You know, I think sometimes, you know, he's just hurt. So can I send him love instead of anger? Can I send him care? You know,
exactly.
then maybe he can change from the love of his heart, right? If we all sent Donald Trump love, you know, then what would the world be, right? What would the world be? If we all sent the president of, one of my dreams is to meet the North Korea president. I want to meet him. And, you know, his mother carried him in her arms. His mother carried him in her arms. And I know he knows this. Every human being knows, right?
Yeah, that's right. So let's have a torch event in Korea.
All right, let's do it. Okay, that's number 4. That's number 4.
There you go.
Okay.
You got that.
Number
All right. That's number 4. Number 4.
USA torch. We got it. You were the first one to name it. Now we're on. The game is on now. You have to walk with us. Let's go. So number 1, USA torch, September. Number 2, Pakistan for maybe January, but maybe December, January. Number 3 is India, because Pravin already said India. So I want to support that. Pravin will help us in this adventure. And number 4 is Korea. Let's go. I have many Korean friends here. We can do this.
Yeah,
we can do
absolutely. We can do that. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
Let's do that. And then Israel. I kind of want to go to Israel, Palestine. I think this is a big, big issue right now.
Sure.
Palestine, Israel, very, very big. So I want to meet friends from Palestine and Israel. My friend works for Code Pink. I'm trying to get her on here to do Facebook Lives, but she hasn't come yet. But her name is Ariel Gold, and she's been on the front lines, even with her children in Palestine, helping to stop war, helping to stop, you know, the chaos there. So we definitely need a torch event somewhere there, you know.
Absolutely.
Let's light the spark.
Yeah, no, definitely. Let's go to Korea. Let's go to India. Let's go to Pakistan, and let's do it together. I'm with you, Lynn, and I think we're running out of time. You got to get out too.
Yes.
So I really enjoy talking to you and sharing experiences about coexistence, about near-death experiences, about how you perceive life and what it has to offer to you, and so that we can really, you know, reflect upon ourselves and how we can correct ourselves and how we can respect each other and love each other and care about each other. That's all we have to do. You know, the life is too short. So love everyone, hate no one. That's my tagline, and I have it on my WhatsApp and everywhere. It's on my Zoom and it's everywhere. Love everyone, hate no one, and that's it. Okay. And a shoulder to cry. You know, those are the things that they're dear to my heart. And I was talking to my friend Ali Mohsen yesterday, and I told him what I'm doing and what people are really reaching out to me. And he liked that tagline, you know, a shoulder to cry. So he might create a not-for-profit organization based on that concept. So I'm really excited. I'm excited. See, that word is now coming a reality.
This is it. This is the dream. Let's go.
A shoulder to cry on. That's it. That's the brand name now, Lynn. That's the brand name, okay?
That's it. That's it. Love it. Love it. I'm part of the shoulder to cry on
Absolutely, yes. Everybody
anytime.
needs one. You know,
That's right.
tell
Anytime.
tell me a single person who doesn't need a shoulder to cry, no matter what age that person
Exactly.
is in. You know,
Oh, beautiful.
every single one, be it
Oh,
a 6 months
oh,
old child, or be a
oh,
60-year-old, or 70, 80, 90 years old
oh.
man or woman.
Good. We're gonna have this at the event. The torch event has a shoulder to cry place. Okay, if people need to cry.
That's it.
We need a room for someone to go and
Yes.
be on the shoulder to cry. You got that, Mara? Mara?
Mara got that. Yes, Mara's loving that. Mara, thank you so much. Well, viewers, thank you so much. We had Lynn Chittick with us today. She's a very learned lady. She's open at heart, and she's really an awesome person. I really enjoy talking to her. And we are running out of time here. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
All right.
Until next
We'll talk
time with
again.
another guest. Yep.
Yes. God bless you.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you.
Take care.
That's
So
one
nice.
again.
So
Thank you.
nice. So nice. God bless you for your work. I
Ciao.
have
Thank
to
you.
ask, what is this
Yes.
in Pakistan? What does this mean in Pakistan?
This
I
means
haven't been.
This means peace on you and goodbye.
Oh, beautiful.
So we say
Thank
welcome.
you.
We say this is basically the gesture for salam. You know, so salam means
Oh,
peace, peace upon you. You know, so we say salam means peace upon you, and then so it's like saluting, right? Somebody paying respect. It's
nice.
the same concept, right? So
Beautiful.
in the military veterans, right, or military people, they do this, or police services and things like that, right? They do this.
Ah,
Salute means
ah,
respecting the other side. So this is what I'm trying to do,
beautiful.
respecting you and everyone else
Thank-
who is watching us.
I have to ask one more question. What is
Yes,
the
go ahead.
word that says to protect you? Because Razwina told me yesterday, and I want to remember because I was I don't know the word, but it's to protect you. It's faziz, faziz. Well,
It says Allah Hafiz.
yes,
Allah Hafiz
Hafiz.
means God protect you. So Allah is God, and Hafiz means He's the protector, so He protects you.
Can you type that to me after? So
I will.
Thank
Yes,
you. I want to remember. Allah, what's it? Allah
Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz to you. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you so much. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye now.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, Mara already wrote it, so you have it on the wall.
Good. Okay, thank you, Mara. Thank you,
Mara.
Mara.
Love you. Thank you.
Thank you all.